What's up, guys? Because of the amount of interest that was had on the D&D post that I made yesterday, I decided to do something new for you guys. This is D&D Beyond. I'm going to be showing you the Bard character. It was Rogue Bard that I'm building. I dropped Rogue completely. I found a way to break my character. Full disclosure, I have almost every source book D&D has ever released, minus like 6 or 7 books on D&D Beyond. So there's things on here that you probably don't have or won't have, but I'm going to list the source material so that you guys can find it if you decide to build something like this. I am building a bard that has a very heavy thief rogue background without using rogue at all. So he gave me, everybody at the party starts at level 3. He gave me an extra level to go to level 4 for bard because of the backstory that I wrote and the amount of information that I gave in terms of guilds, politics, warring factions, my backstory. Like I went pretty hard on the backstory. So I was going to do 3 levels of Rogue, Arcane Trickster, and then multi-class into Bard at level 4, or take 4th level feat, and then multi-class afterwards at 5th level. I dropped it all together. After talking with my DM and spending about 4 hours yesterday running through things, I found a way to break the character and build a Bard exclusively that will act as a Rogue. So let me explain. I did College of the Road Bard. This is not official D&D material. This is something that you can buy through D&D Beyond as a bonus content that is like a partnership. So let's just start at the beginning. Because I am at level 4, I have 4 levels. You can see it right here. It gives you multiple proficiencies in the beginning. You guys can pause and read this stuff if you want to. I took lute, drum, and flute for my instruments. This is kind of irrelevant because my bard is going to be more of a storyteller and less of a singer or musician. I took proficiencies with insight, sleight of hand, and stealth, obviously because I'm building a rogue. Spell casting is not really relevant. I'll leave this up for just a second so you guys can pause and read all of this if you want. This is basic bard stuff. Bardic inspiration, you can pause that as well. Level 2, I get Jack of all trades, which adds half proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check that already doesn't have your proficiency bonus. Okay, so this is where the Bard College comes in. This comes from the Humblewood campaign settings by Hit Point Press. I picked College of the Road. College of the Road gives you something called the Wanderer's Lore. Okay, so you get 2 expertise. I picked Sleight of Hand and Stealth, which gives me a +7 on my Sleight of Hand and Stealth right off rip, is starting in the game because I'm level 4. I get bonus proficiencies in a gaming set of my choice, a martial weapon of my choice, herbalism kit, thieves tools, a skill of my choice, or 2 languages. So I get to pick 3. I picked thieves tools, I picked a skill, and then took investigation. And then 2 languages, I took Gnomish and Draconic. So now I speak 3 languages right off rip before I even get into my background and my race, which I'll get into after that. We're starting with just the Bard. I then get Wanderer's Lore. At 3rd level, you can share useful tidbits of information you have come across in your travels to help others to see problems from a new angle. When a creature has Bardic inspiration die granted to them by you, they can make an Arcana, History, Nature, Religion check with advantage. The creature may choose whether or not to add the Bardic inspiration die to the roll. This is where things get cool. Traveler's Tricks, you get 2 of them at level when you take this subclass. I got Warding Trick. A gentle cleric taught you how to channel your magic into a protective veil. They can use the Bardic dice to grant an ally 60 feet of temporary hit points equal to the roll and die, plus your wisdom modifier minimum of 1. And the ward lasts for up to 10 minutes or as long as I can maintain concentration. It goes up at 6th and 14th. You can pause and read this. Acrobatic levels basically gives everybody uncanny dodge where they can do half damage or full damage past a certain point. And then on my ability score improvement at 4th level, I took Ritual Caster because I want to be able to detect magic, identify, and find familiar as a ritual because the Bard doesn't have access to those spells yet. They will as soon as the new source material is released. Okay, so as you can see, I'm pretty statted out here. Like this is a good start. Now for my race, I got Changeling. Because I got Changeling, I am the only Changeling in the history of the world in my game. Because nobody else took Changeling, I worked it in with my DM that this is some sort of mutation and that I'm the first of my kind. Wrote it into my backstory. He fucked with it, so I got this Changeling background. I took my Dexterity as my ability score increase because my Dex score was low. Shape Changer, you can pause and read. I get 2 instincts. I took Deception and Intimidation because now I have proficiency in those 2 as well. And then I took 2 more languages, Elvish and Dwarvish. So I got Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Gnomish, and Draconic. So I have 4 languages on top of Common. Then, under my description, I went to my backstory. And for my background, I chose rewarded. I took get skill proficiency and persuasion and one more. I took perception. I took dice. I got another language, which I negotiated with my DM to drop so that I could take Thieves' Cant. So now I have 5 languages, common, 4 others, and then Thieves' Cant. Fortune's Favor allows you to take a feat of Lucky, Magic, Initiate, or Skilled, to which I took Skilled, and I gave myself proficiency in Performance, Forgery Kit, and Acrobatics. So my character stats, let's see if this is lined up in the center. These are my numbers going into the game at level 4. I have a +7 with Sleight of Hand because I wrote into my backstory the Cloak of Elven Kind as an uncommon item. He allowed me to have it. He's giving everybody an uncommon item. I now have advantage on stealth rolls with a +7. Sleight of Hand is +7. Persuasion, Performance is 6. Intimidation is 6. Deception is 6. So I am really building a character that's going to allow me to roleplay the fuck out of this game, but it's not going to be heavy in combat. Now, I do get a whole lot of extra like things moving forward because I know that when I get the Gloves of Thievery, it's going to give me a +5 to my Sleight of Hand. So I will not be able to roll less than a 14 to steal something. I took Mage Hand as a spell so that I can pick locks. I got Unseen Servant so that I can roleplay Unseen Servant to do a whole lot of trap setting. Going into a single session, which we haven't played yet, I feel like I have one of the most statted out characters you could possibly have. I have 5 languages, multiple proficiencies. I'm pretty fucking stoked, but now you guys have it. If you guys are interested in this build, I can download the character sheet and maybe post it somewhere if you would like to see it, but that's where we're at. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is totally me nerding. There you go.